because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough, because she just started all the girls.
I need Beyonce to stop ignoring her bisexual tendencies. Girl, because you can't just make a song like all up in your mind.
Y'all, Jaguar Wright is not taking her foot off the Carter's necks anytime soon, and we are so here for it. In her recent explosive interview, Jaguar revealed all the tea about how Beyonce has been sneaking around with women behind Jay Z's back. According to Jaguar, Beyonce literally has trouble controlling herself around women. I guess that's something she has in common with her husband, Jay Z. Speaking of which, Jaguar also revealed that the main reason why Beyonce's parents Mathew and Tina arranged for her to marry Jay was that they didn't want the whole world to know about her real preferences. Baby, at this point, you really start to wonder if Beyonce and Jay Z have anything left to fight for in their marriage. I mean, apart from their kids, of course. Because between Jay Z's cheating, Beyonce's alleged drug problems, the whole Diddy scandal, and now Beyonce's alleged affairs, it's only so much a marriage can take before they have to pack things up. Okay, so you already know that Jaguar Wright has never held back when it comes to speaking her mind about Beyonce and Jay Z. Well, in her recent interview, she did not hold back either, as she dropped bombshell after bombshell about Beyonce. She started talking about how Beyonce allegedly practices extreme witchcraft, referencing Kimberly Thompson, the ex-drummer who sued Beyonce for using evil magic on her.
She ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
A half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these things.
I know nobody would have accepted that bitch.
I think
she went and killed the girl cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician and she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music.
See, back in 2018, Kimberly Thompson filed a restraining order against Beyonce because B allegedly was practicing extreme witchcraft and magic spells of SA to make her life difficult. Kimberly also claimed that Beyonce used witchcraft to unalive her pet kitten. In fact, Kimberly once revealed that she had to quit her job and move to an entirely different state to start her life over. Unfortunately, she quickly found out that Beyonce's alleged witchcraft could reach her from any corner of the world she decided to move to. She also claimed that Beyonce was blocking her from getting a job and also messing with her credit card so she would always be in debt. It was just a whole mess.
It's interesting that, you know, the public doesn't know all these things, but the people that are associated in the higher powers, to say more or less do, you know, and I've just been bullied this entire time. This has been going on for a very long time. And so it's taken God's strength, actually, to really make me get up and go stand up for myself. And doing that, starting with a restraining order. I don't want anything to do with this person, like, at all. I've said that for a very long time. I've even relocated cities and houses and apartments, and ways have been found to manipulate that and control that. I've lost a huge amount of money dealing with this situation. A lot of money has been stolen from me. A lot of rental deposits have been stolen from me. Just any money that was ever coming to me has been stolen and manipulated by this person.
But this whole Beyonce witchcraft thing has actually been an ongoing source of speculation for a long time now. Come to find out, it was actually Beyonce who started the rumors herself in the early stages of her career. See, Beyonce has always talked about how she's very shy and reserved on a regular day, which isn't always compatible with her pop star career. So she invented a whole new persona named Sasha Fierce to help her get through her performances. Now, having an alter ego isn't exactly strange for artists, but y'all, the way Beyonce talks about Sasha Fierce takes having an alter ego to a whole new level.
And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up And it was kind of the first time I felt something else come into me. And I knew that was gonna be my coming out night for the BET Awards.
Ew, that sounds rather intense, but whatever works, I guess. Jaguar then went on to spill the tea on how Beyonce was giving it up for everyone back in the day. So her father, Mathew Knowles, decided to put her in a girls band so she could work with more women than men. But to his greatest surprise, that little move of his only gave Beyonce more room to explore her other preferences as she started hooking up with the women too.
Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Mathew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
And to be honest, Jaguar's claims that Beyonce likes women are not entirely surprising because there have been rumors of Beyonce being a lesbian for a long time. But it looks like she has done a good job of hiding that part of herself from the media because you really have to dig deep to find anything about it. For example, do y'all remember how rapper Emil and Beyonce collaborated that one time for the song I Got You? Well, that collaboration was literally the beginning and the end of her career because after the song dropped, she did an interview where she revealed that Beyonce was in love with her and they had been seeing each other low-key. Now, we can't play that video here because, well, it's been wiped from the internet. However, there have always been rumors that the interview ultimately led to Emil's career getting blackballed. Allegedly, Beyonce was not happy that Emil exposed their relationship. On top of that, Emil later told Beyonce she was no longer interested in being in a romantic relationship with her. This reportedly sent Beyonce over the edge, and she started stalking Emil and being all types of creepy. But there's another interview Beyonce wasn't quite able to wipe off the internet, and it's one where Lady Gaga kind of hinted that she and Beyonce were something more than friends. For context, Gaga did this interview shortly after she and Beyonce did the video for their song Telephone, which got people talking, especially because their chemistry was simply electric in the music video.
Hello, this is Lady Gaga. I was very excited to be working with Beyonce again on the Telephone video. We had an amazing time working together on her video, and it just sort of works out because we both like women. Well, there's certainly always a hidden message in my music videos, but I would say most predominantly that I'm always trying to convolute everyone's idea of what a pop music video should be. Well, there certainly is a Tarantino-inspired quality in the video. I mostly love the way that he uses different forms to create something new. But his direct involvement in the video came from him lending me the pussy wagon. We were having lunch one day in Los Angeles, and I was telling him about my concept for the video, and he loved it so much, he said, "You gotta use the pussy wagon." Well, there was this really amazing quality in paparazzi where it kind of had this pure pop music video quality, but at the same time it was a little bit of a commentary on fame culture, and in its own way, even at certain points working with Jonas really achieved this genuine high art quality in the way that it was shot. And I wanted to do the same thing with this video, take a decidedly pop song, which on the surface has a quite shallow meaning, and turn it into something deeper. The idea that America is full of young people that are inundated with information and technology, and turn it into something that was more of a commentary on the kind of country that we are.
Of course, Gaga could have just been talking about Beyonce generally liking to support women, but Gaga's body language in that video was saying something entirely different. And when you add these interviews with the other rumors about Beyonce, it starts looking really interesting. Like, there were rumors back in the day that Rita Ora once had a threesome with Beyonce and Jay Z. Around the time Rita got signed to Jay Z in 2013, she started making some cryptic posts that caused some speculation about her and Jay. For instance, a few days before Beyonce's Lemonade album dropped, Rita posted a picture of her wearing a necklace with a letter J pendant and a bra top with lemons on it. She then seemed to throw shade at Beyonce on Instagram by sharing a poster of a 1973 film, Ash Wednesday, a movie about a woman whose husband cheats on her. So, a lot of fans initially thought Rita was Becky with the good hair, but then rumors started spreading that Rita was actually sleeping with both Beyonce and Jay Z. A source at the time reported that the new UK artist Rita Ora, who is also signed to Roc Nation, is linked to having threesomes with B and J. But Beyonce and Rita have a really close relationship too. According to the source, Beyonce is romantically involved with Rita Ora even without Jay Z, which has caused strains in their marriage. Then the source adds that Beyonce is insecure about having pretty girls like Rihanna around Jay, but why is she so cool with Rita Ora all of a sudden? But if y'all still had doubts about Beyonce being on the DL, then let's take a quick trip down memory lane about some of the other weird things that have been said about Beyonce liking women. Back in 2007, there were reports of B being spotted at the box with 3 girlfriends enjoying the club's risky show while flanked by a huge bodyguard and protective curtains. Beyonce was really making the most of the burlesque strip show. She was on the table on the VIP balcony, cheering loudly as 2 girls got naked and licked each other's feet. She stayed until 3:30 in the morning. Okay, Beyonce, I like freaky things, Carter. Anyway, we still have more reports of Beyonce's strip club adventures. Like this now account scrapped from the internet where a woman claimed that while they were dancing at a club, she was giving Beyonce a lap dance, and B told her something along the lines of, "Don't start what you can't finish." Ooh, on top of that, there have been rumors that Beyonce was uncomfortably close with the female guitarist she used to feature on her tours. And speaking of tours, isn't it interesting that Beyonce somehow always uses lighting during her tours that represent the bi flag? She used these colors back in 2003 for her Complex magazine covers and again in 2013. Fans also couldn't help noticing that the bi colors were prominent during her Renaissance tour, and you can chalk that up to just her liking the colors or pure coincidence. But knowing Beyonce, it's hard to imagine her leaving such an important detail to chance. In fact, the entire Renaissance album has been rumored to be Beyonce's way of indirectly coming out of the closet, which is strange because the album was originally marketed as a tribute to Beyonce's uncle Johnny, who died from HIV complications, and a tribute to the LGBTQA+ community. But then again, some of the lyrics from the album seem very spicy indeed, and not in a heterosexual way. In her song Thick, for example, she sang some lines that sounded like she was fantasizing about eating someone out, and we all know she's not talking about Jay Z. In one line, she said, "She thought she was killing that ish, I told her go harder." She then said, "That's that Castro eating that ish like Mastros. She say she on a diet, you better not lose that ass though. That's that I don't do this usually, I don't know what you do to me." But that's not all though. She allegedly changed the lyrics of her song Summer Renaissance from "Dominate is the best way to beat ya, sorry about yesterday, now the sweet stuff, come here Caroline, let me eat ya," to "Dominate is the best way to blank ya, sorry about yesterday, now the sweet stuff, you a sweetie pie, come let me eat ya." I mean, Beyonce's Renaissance era could really just be what it's marketed as, a way of honoring her uncle and a nod to the queer community. But it's not that big of a leap to imagine that as her coming out era. And as y'all know, Jaguar has not been proven wrong yet, which is saying a lot because she says some of the wildest things about celebrities. Matter of fact, she said in a lost interview that everything she was saying wasn't allegedly, it was facts on facts, and she had the receipts to prove it. And it looks like fans have always had the suspicions about Beyonce for a while now. As this one said, "I've known Beyonce was gay since the early 2000s. She came and picked her girlfriend from the job we was working at. I told a couple people, nobody believed me. Now 23 years later, they're talking about it." Another person said, "I been knew she was bi when she said, 'Girl, I wanna kick it with you.' I knew exactly what she meant in that song. Wave your hands side to side, put them in the air." Y'all, it's really the Beyonce era out there. But I wanna know what you think about Beyonce allegedly being in secret lesbian relationships. Sound off in the comments below, and don't miss this next messy video.